Let's see what we got going on here. Hey, hairdressers. Let's see what we got going on here. See if I can figure this out. How's everyone doing? So we're getting ready to go live here and talk about why you might want to quit. So welcome, you guys. Welcome to tonight's live video. So what I'm going to do tonight, and hopefully you guys can see me. So I have TikTok and I have Instagram and I have Facebook on, and I don't know where's what. So I'm just going to talk a little bit tonight about hairdressers and our profession and what we got going on right now. And the thing that I get the most of right now, which is wild, is people reaching out to me that they want to quit. Like, and they're newer hairdressers, like they're 10 years or less or 8 years or less. So I want to kind of address that today because we've been having a lot of different things happening in our industry right now. So I want to address those and maybe put some people's stress levels down. So if you guys don't know me, my name is Missy. I started the Rich Hairdresser Club to teach and train and inspire hairdressers to become the best we can be, to reach our full potential. So I want us to be better, I want us to be busier, and I want us to be richer. And that is kind of the whole reason why I started the Rich Hairdresser Club. I saw training out there that was done by people that were more like marketers and not so much actual salon owners, salon busy stylists. So I have been doing hair now for 34 years, a long time. I'm ready to retire. And I've had 8 salons. So I've seen it all. I've done it all. I know this industry inside and out. Now, I'm very specialized now. I specialize in blondes. I've been very specialized for a while now. I was trained at Tony and Guy and Vidal Sassoon and Paul Mitchell with Angus Mitchell. And, you know, I've done a lot of training, but I, through the years, have slowly specialized and slowly niched down. So we're going to talk today about what I think would help you if you're feeling like, you know, you don't want to really be in the industry anymore, or you're scared of it, or it's like freaking you out. So we're going to talk a little bit about that tonight. So I hope everybody can hear me and see me, and we're going to get going. Okay, so there are probably a million reasons why someone would want to quit, but usually it comes back down to 2 things. And the 2 things that I see kind of affect everything that we do in this industry is, number 1, your niche, and number 2, your pricing. Those 2 things are what is going to either make you successful, or it's going to hold you back and make you feel like you're struggling in your career. Because if you don't have those 2 things down, it's kind of like you're just struggling up this hill and you can't get anywhere. Like, you can't get anywhere. It's like you're just constantly going around in a circle. And I don't know how many of you have felt that, but when I was in hair school, I decided I was going to do blondes. So I was very focused from the beginning just because I was good at it. So I kind of picked it just because I was good at it. But from what I've done and what I've seen through the years, what seems to happen is people get burnout, or they start feeling insecure, or they start feeling like they don't feel like they're the right fit for our industry. And usually it's because they're trying to be the jack of all trades. They're trying to do it all, and they can't figure out why nothing's sticking. So, you know, instead of throwing spaghetti at the wall and hoping something sticks, getting a niche and really being able to, you know, be a specialist in something that you're good at, y'all, and not just something you're good at, something that you love. Because I think if you're doing things that you hate, and if you're, let's say you're working commission for someone and they like want you to do it all. If you're doing something you hate, you're going to hate your job. I mean, it doesn't matter what you're doing. If you're doing something you don't like to do, you're not going to like your job. And this is one of the reasons when people say, Missy, why have you had so many salons? One of the reasons is because I can't work commission for someone. I am so specialized that when it comes down to it, who's going to want to hire me? Because literally all I do is blondes, and I'm very specific about what type of blondes I do as well. I don't really do lived-in blondes. You know, a side note, I feel like lived-in blondes kind of hold you back. You're getting a client that doesn't need to come back to you maybe once a year, maybe twice a year. So I am very specialized. I do bright blondes. I do extreme blonde makeovers. And with my blonde makeovers, I have found that those people that get those are kind of more like me. So I really enjoy those clients because they're more like me. So like if you are doing something that you hate, not only is the hair something that you hate, but probably you're not relating to the client. So it kind of goes hand in hand. So your niche is the reason 10 times out of 10 that you're not liking your career. Because if you're doing something that you don't like, it's going to ruin everything. Now, a lot of people are like, oh, I don't like my salon. The reason I'm burnt out, or the reason I don't blah, blah, I don't like my coworker, or I don't like the hours my boss is making me work and blah, blah. No, nah. If you were doing something you love, those things wouldn't be a problem. I mean, we all hate working. Like working sucks. We should all just be on an island drinking margaritas, right? But if you're going to work, you have to do something that you love. So if you're not doing something you love, we need to work on ways to figure out, okay, what can my niche be? What is it that I can do that's going to make me happy, make me good money? Okay, now let's talk about the second thing. This is huge. So pricing, y'all, if you're charging too much money, then you're not getting repeats if you're not good enough. If you're not charging enough, then you're working your ass off and not getting paid good. So either one of those with the pricing is going to make you hate your job. Because if you're not charging enough, that means that you're feeling used. Especially if you're commission, you're working in a commission salon, you're feeling used. You're feeling like, God, this is it. Like, I thought there was money in this business. And there is money in this business, but you have to be charging right. And I'm not 100% on board with everyone should be a booth renter, or everyone should have their own salon, or everyone should be in a suite. I believe that you can work and make a lot of money in a commission salon if it's the right fit. So if you're niche down, you work in a commission salon where the money is figured out, like you're charging the right prices, you're getting the right percentages, you could work in a commission salon your entire career and be happy. It's really nice to go home and not worry about anything because someone else is dealing with all the crap. So being commission is not a bad thing. The bad thing is not charging right and not being in the correct niche for yourself, right? So those two things are what we need to get where we're not stuck in survival mode, where all we're doing is worrying about how we're going to pay our bills, how we're going to do this. Oh my God, blah, blah. She didn't come to me. Now I'm not going to make $200 today. I don't know what to do. We got to figure out a way where things run like a well-oiled machine. Like your profession is what is keeping you, happy. You're going to work and you're excited. You can't wait to not only go make the money, but you can't wait to talk to that client because you haven't seen her in, a month and a half. So when you're doing things that you love, you will like it. You will make money. You will enjoy your career. Now let's talk about other careers just real quick. I just want to do a side note. So I have someone in my life that there's a couple people in my life that all they do is complain about their job. All they do is complain about their job. They hate their job. They hate working. Everything sucks, blah, blah, blah. It's like in my mind, I'm thinking, why are you doing it? Like, why are you doing something that you hate? Like, what is the point of that? The whole point is if you're going to spend your life doing something, where this is where we're going to spend our life. I've spent the last 34 years of my life doing this while I'm working. If I'm going to be doing something in my life, I have to be enjoying it. I have to be feeling like it's worth my life to be doing this, right? So you need to be making money and you need to be enjoying what you're doing and who you're doing it on. So one of the reasons I don't do men, and when I first got out of school, first of all, Tony and Guy back in the day didn't teach us men. And then I went to Sassoon and they didn't believe in clippers. So it was like, I didn't know how to do men. So I was like, okay, well, the reason I don't know how to do men is because I wasn't trained. So let me go get trained and then maybe I'll know how to do it and blah, blah, and I'll feel better about it. So I went to American Crew in Colorado and I did their week class. And I started doing men in my salon and I freaking hated it. I hated the dudes. I hated hair all over me. I hated doing it. And then people were in my ear going, you have to offer everything, Missy. You can't leave money on the table, blah, blah. No, you know what? I just decided I hate it. So I stopped doing it. Y'all, I am so happy that I didn't do that, because I started doing something that I love, spending my time on something I love, getting better and better and better at something I love, my niche, right? I got better and better. I doubled down, tripled down on my niche. I didn't worry about doing something to make someone else happy. I decided that if I'm going to be in here working anyway, I'm going to be doing this profession anyway, I'm going to be good at it, and I'm going to be doing something that I love. And this is where most hairdressers mess up, especially when they're new. You think you need to do everything. Someone is telling you, usually, that you need to do it all. You should be doing perms. You should be doing men. You should be doing women. You should be doing shortcuts and long cuts and blah, 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 blah. No. What is it that you want to do? Pick one or two things and double down and get that so you're so good that it just is like opens up a whole new world. So when you're niche down and you're really good at something, you're automatically more confident. Like you're automatically more confident, right? Because when you're doing the same thing over and over, you know, you're going to get better no matter what. So when you're better at something, then you attract better clients, right? So you're going to attract people that are actually seeking out for that thing that you do. Like people seek me out because I do blonde makeovers and I'm damn good at it. Like they seek me out. They come from all over and drive from all over because this is something that I'm good at. They're not coming to me because I'm good at men. They're coming to me for one reason and one reason only. And they're coming to me because I'm really niche down and I'm really good at what I do. So if you stop doing what you hate and you start only doing what you love, whether you're commissioned or not, you know, have a serious sit down talk with your owner if you're commissioned and you're doing stuff that you don't like to do. Now, when you get out of school, I'm not trying to make everyone like feel spoiled like they're above everything, but I am saying at the beginning, you know, that first year, you need to know what your niche is. You need to know what is the plan, you know, where am I getting my training? How am I going to get super good at this thing? Because if you're not good enough, you know, game over. One of the things that's super important that has really been amazing. So when I started, we didn't have Facebook and social media and all that, but I still got well known. You know, the word still spread. But now, if you're really good at something, it's all over the internet, right? We can do so much cool stuff online to let everyone know what we're good at, you know, what we offer, our prices, our kind of clients. Like they can see all of that and they can find you. You know, that is so important to be able to have a way for the general masses to find you. I got people coming all over Florida to come to me, like all over. Like this girl came from Orlando. I'm like, oh my God, you drove all the way down here? Like you're going to come every 4 weeks? Really? And it's 2 hours. And she's like, oh yeah, blah, blah. So it's pretty cool, like knowing that when you niche down, you get so good and then you get to charge more. Now let's talk about pricing. Okay, so this is what I've been seeing with pricing that I feel like is holding a lot of people back and making you feel like you want to quit. So here's the thing about pricing. You can't price, and I say this all the time, you can't price and you can't charge your worth. This whole charge your worth thing has just gotten way out of control. It's not charge your worth, y'all. It's charge what your skills are worth. So again, once you niche down, then you get your skill really good and then you can keep raising your prices. I don't believe in going out the gate charging the same amount, you know, when you're new as someone like me. It just doesn't make any sense. It's like you're not going to be as fast, you're not going to be as good, and it's going to make you lose clients. You know, I went to this girl once. I was doing hair. And I wanted to go to a salon and get highlights. I was doing it all over bleach for a long time. I'm like, I'm going to go get highlights. So I went to this girl. I actually knew her. She was young and she had a beautiful Instagram, and all blondes. They kind of all look the same, but whatever. I'm like, girl, she can give me blonde. And I went there and that girl, I gave her 2 chances and she could not get me blonde and she charged what I charge. And I couldn't believe it. Because if she was new and she charged like, let's say half what I charge, I would have probably kept going and gave her more chances and blah, blah. But she was charging my prices. And I thought, wow, so now I'm not going to send her any overflow she just got greedy with the whole charge of worth thing, and she's not busy. So it's like, well, the reason you're not busy, dude, is because you're overcharging. Like, you can't charge the same price as someone that's like an expert and been doing it for 20 years, not just in hair. You can't be a new electrician and take all freaking day and charge the same that this dude over here that's like whipping it out in an hour. Like, you have to be realistic. And I think the new hairdressers that come out have been told all these things, and they're getting education from all these different places and all these tips and blah, blah, and they're bombarded with all this stuff that's telling them to do all these things that aren't right. And one of the trainers that kind of got me starting to teach online was someone that hasn't been doing hair. I think she did hair on the floor for 6 months. And I was watching her content and I'm like, that's wrong. Like, everything she said was wrong. So I started thinking, oh my God, I need to teach these hairdressers. That's not what you're supposed to do. So that's when I started doing this, because I really believe that if you do things right and you don't get ahead of yourself, this can be an amazing career, y'all. You can be having $1,000, $1,500 days every day. Like, it's not a big deal. Like, it's just not a big deal. But you can also have a $200 day here and there and be stressed out about money all the freaking time, right? So you want to make sure that when you are deciding to do this career, okay, I'm doing it. You get out, you get your license, you go work at a salon, and then you start floundering, and then you start waiting, sitting there all day waiting on a client, all day. And then maybe you'll get somebody, maybe it's a men's cut, maybe it's this, no, that's not how you're going to be successful. It's just not. And the quicker you figure out this whole niching down and pricing right, the quicker you will be busy. Now, not everyone wants to be slamming busy and have $1,000 days, $1,500 days, $5,000 days. Not everyone wants that. I don't know why, but my whole thing is, if you're going to be standing there in that salon, giving that salon or our industry your life, your youth, you need to be making money, right? You need to make money to make it worth your while. And once you start making money, y'all, you're not going to want to quit. And that's why I'm still doing it. I can't walk away from the money, and you won't be able to either if you do it right. So I want to say that when you get your pricing right and you protect your piece, meaning you are only doing what you want to do, and you have that passion again, and you reignite that passion that, like, before you went to hair school, you were so excited. And then somehow between hair school and now you're like, what the hell happened? Like, why? Oh, this sucks. It doesn't need to. You're just off track. Like, you're all over the place. You don't have your plan down. You're just kind of like winging it. And that's the problem. And no matter what anyone says, this is still a business. This is still an industry that is very competitive. You need to be able to keep up with not just your skills, but you need to be able to keep up with the business side of it, having a business plan, being able to communicate, knowing the psychology of a client, like how to deal with that client, and how to deal with problems. You need to have those skills, because if you don't have those skills, it's just like any other industry. If you're not good at your profession, you're not going to make money, and the longevity just won't be there. So I started, about 5 years ago, I started the apprentice program, and it was an online, it was just for a handful of people. I think we had like 30 of us in there. And it was called the apprentice program, and I helped girls formulate and stuff. So since that point, I have taken my apprentice program and I have turned it into a full-blown 1-year program. And in my 1-year program, I actually do monthly subjects of us learning that subject and learning it good. And then we move on to the next subject. And also during the months, we have a community where you can ask me how to formulate things. Because one of the things when I started was I needed someone just to ask, because I opened my own salon and then I had no one to ask like about formulating. So one of the things that I made sure to be a big deal in my community is I started Missy's Color Chat. So all that is you give me a problem, you show me a picture, and I do a video and tell you what I think. And I tell you what I would do. And I tell you what formulas I would use. And I tell you how long to wait for this, and blah, 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 and all the nuances that go with it. Because I never had anyone that did that for me. And like, I thought if I wanted to make a program that could really help new hairdressers, this is the number one thing that they want. help with formulating because you're new. So like, you're like, should I do this? And sometimes you just need that person to be like, yeah, dude, that sounds good. Do that. Or I would do this, blah, blah, but yeah, that sounds good. Like sometimes you just need that safe space where you can talk to someone and they can talk to you about it. The other thing that I do in Guppy School is I talk about everything else. So like if you had a problem and with your coworker or your boss, or open a salon or a suite or any of those, things that are very personal, but you're afraid to like, let your boss know you're leaving or any of that stuff, I am there for you. Like my whole thing with Guppy School is having a mentor that can be there and help you through all of it. So anyway, so Guppy School is my new program. It's 12 months long. We do an annual membership. It is not normal because I don't teach normal. So we do have subjects, but I'm also in the salon teaching you. Like if Mary told me, Missy, I have this client, I don't know what to do, I might grab a mannequin head, or I might show you on a client, this is what you should do. I might just grab it and film it, because I feel like the more you learn in salon stuff, the better you're going to be. So if you want to know more about my Guppy School, let me know. I think, let me see if I can pull this off here. Oh, and I wanted to show you something else too. Let me show you this. Okay, so if you sign up for the membership, we only are doing this for the first 50 because there's no way we can do it for everyone. But so for the first 50 people that sign up for Guppy School, I do this thing. So I made this, you guys, look at this. So it's a Guppy box and I give it free. So here it is. It's a Guppy box. And in the Guppy box, we have a bunch of different things, but I don't have those with me. But I do have this. So these are flashcards that I made for my students. So in these flashcards, we take celebrities and then I tell you what I did to them. And we have not just the formula, but I talk about exactly how I would handle them as a client. So this is in Guppy box that you get if you sign up for the annual membership. And we're only doing it for the founding members. But I just wanted to show you guys this because this is exactly what I wanted when I first joined. I mean, when I first started doing hair and I had no one to ask. These are I think there's 12 of them, the most requested blondes or color that I get in the salon. So these aren't haircuts, these are just color. But this goes in your Guppy box. So you get your Guppy box sent to your house, and then you can hang this in your locker, in your salon, or whatever. So when someone comes in and they want that butter blonde, you're like, oh my God, what did Missy do on hers? And even if you don't want to use what I use, it is so nice to have someone else's opinion. Like it is so hard to do it all on your own when you first come out. And I feel like that's just like, why? Why should you have to do it on your own? So I started Guppy School. Oh, and I want to show you this too. So I put coffee in. I'm from Kona and we had Kona coffee, but Kona coffee is kind of hard to get right now. So I started with this other coffee company, and you guys should go on Amazon and get this. It's called Grounds and Hounds. I don't know if you can see this. Thank you guys. So this sends 20% of their profits are used to fund life-saving animal rescue for dogs. So you guys, if you want coffee, they have a whole bunch of different kinds. Go get this. And then it's also in your Guppy box. And I want to show you guys. It's so cool. It's such a cool company. So anyway, so you guys, that is all I'm going to say today. We're going to do another live on Tuesday, I believe. I'll send you an email. And that one is kind of going to be on the same subject. We're going to be talking more about like exact steps we need to take when we're new. So if you're a new hairdresser or a struggling hairdresser, you cannot be floundering. You have to have the steps that it takes to get to the end. Like if you don't know where you're going, then how are you going to get there? You have to have steps to get there. And that's one of the things that I'm really passionate about, is helping my students get from point A to point B to point C, and have it be a system that we can actually get somewhere in our career, that we can actually get really, really good at this one thing, and then we move on to this other thing, and we get really, really good at this thing, and then we move on to this other thing. You can't just be floundering all around trying to like get good at everything and be the jack of all trades. It doesn't work that way. So if you want my help, let me know. Wait, let me see if I can do this for you guys. And I'm using this new thing. Let's see if it'll work here. Hold on. No, I don't know how. No, that's not it. Okay, so it's Guppy, hairdresserguppyschool.com/join. And then you guys can see like how much it costs and all that. If you do the annual membership, you get a free Guppy box sent to your house. If you do the monthly, it's full price and they don't send you a Guppy box. So try to get annual because you will be in for the entire year. I think it's the half price right now. It's like $400 and something, and it's like one highlight. Like you get to be in with me for an entire year and it's like one freaking highlight. I wish I could show you guys this. It's so cute, but I can't figure out how to do it. I'm doing this new streaming thing here, but I don't know how to do it. Wait, let me see if there's any questions here. I got so many things open. Hi, Denise. How are you guys? Uh-oh. Okay, y'all. So I'm going to go. You guys have a great night. Let me know. Send me a DM or whatever you want to do if you want to talk to me or you want to ask me questions. Otherwise, I'll see you on, I think it's Tuesday night. Look for my email. And if you're interested in Guppy School and you want a Guppy box, you got to get in now because once we have 50, that's all we have. So you won't be able to get any more. And I will try to help you as much as I possibly can. Oh, there's so many people I can't keep track. Okay. All right, you guys, have a great night, and I'll talk to you later. Bye, y'all.